Nifty is bleeding and so is my heart. I regret investing all my hard-earned money into stock market. I mean, just look at the returns, man. If you look at Sensex, what return Sensex has given? If we talk about a week, negative 1.94%. If you talk about 3 months, negative 5.46%. And if you talk about a year, it's 0.22%. Seriously, man. If we talk about Nifty 50, Nifty 50 has the same story. If we talk about 3 months, it's negative 6.40, 1 year, negative 1.08. Let's have a look at Bank Nifty. So, Bank Nifty has given negative 2.19% in 1 week, negative 8.38% in 3 months, and in 1 year, 8.70% positive for a change. Nifty mid cap also has the same story like Nifty 50. 3 months negative 5.99 and 1 year positive 3.85. Nifty small cap 3 months negative 9.21 and in 1 year negative 11.52%. So why are we even investing this? To deplete our money. Even if I would have invested into FD, I would have got better returns than this, which is like the slowest or the worst return giving asset, right? So how does it help? Are you also thinking the same way? Just have a look at these charts who show how people made money and in which asset class. So again, coming on to Sensex. Returns in 3 years, 89.64%. Nifty 50 returns in 3 years, 90.70%. Nifty Bank return in 3 years, 78.73%. Nifty Mid Cap return in 3 years, 125.42%. And Nifty Small Cap returns in 3 years, 112.10%. So, is there any other asset class which can give you such returns? Now, you would say that this happened just because of COVID, coincidentally because market crashed at the time of COVID and then people got such good returns. So, just pick the chart of Sensex Nifty 50 since their inception, my friends. Look at the history and not only Indian stock market, compare any stock market. The returns in stock market has always been the best, but the point is it always is cyclical. It will always move like this. It would never ever be steep positive return or steep downfall always. It would always be cyclical. So as I always said, you can always make money out of stock market if you do 3 things right. First, invest into right stock. Second, invest at right time. Third, invest with right strategy. In today's video, we will be discussing 3 points. First, we would see the current situation of stock market with reasons. Second, we would discuss on the right strategy now. And third, we would discuss what would be the right sectors or stocks at this point of time, right? So, I hope you understand this video and get benefited out of it. Now, if you're really bothered about your existing investments and want our help in that, you can contact us. We'll do portfolio review for you, that too at 50% discount, because we want you to be assured that your investments are done right. And if any mistake is there, we would help you rectify that. So don't wait, just call on 9821611667, and in case you need our customized services to create your portfolio or any other kind of services, then also you have to contact on the same number. And as you all know, now we are into education module also. We would tell you how to identify the stocks. So for that also you can get in touch with us. Now you have to comment and tell me what exactly is your thought process right now. What do you think? As in you are invested correctly, or you need rectification, you have done mistake investing in stock market, or you have done mistake by investing in wrong stock, wrong timing, whatever it is, just comment and tell me. Now let's start with today's video. Before that, I have a small request. If you have not yet subscribed the channel, please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much. So now let's see the current situation of market. So as we all know that market is under a roller coaster ride right now, very volatile. We saw a good decline in last 1 week. So just a chart on your screen which shows how because of COVID, stock markets all over the world performed not very good. Even all the asset classes, gold and everything performed very bad, but Indian stock market at that time outperformed or was shining star. So now after that, what has happened? If we talk about the returns in stock market, As I told, 1 week Sensex shows negative 1.94%. So if we attribute this to the reason, if we talk about why this happened, so this is because of the SVB crisis and then going on crisis, right? We talk about the exact current situation. So right now the crude prices are very low and the gold is very high and the stock market is down, right? Coming on to 1 month, so Sensex was negative 4.94% and at that time there was a news of Adani Hindenburg case. If we talk about 3 months, negative 5.46%. Budget and results of the companies were there. If we talk about 6 months, negative 1.44%. So there were various global cues. This is the current situation with reasons we talked about. Now when we discuss that, what the second leg of the video, that what should be our strategy now for future, what should be the forecasting for future. So now let's analyze this. If we talk about the first situation, if we talk about crude, so as I told you that all the asset classes always move cyclical. Crude if is down right now would go up, gold if is high would come down, stock market if is down it would go up. Coming on to the SVB crisis, let's compare it with 2008 crisis. So in basically what happened in 2008, biggest financial crisis. So at that time market fell badly and recovered good, better than what it was before that crisis, right? So at that point of time, real estate prices were shooting in US and therefore many people took loans and built their houses. Now banks wanted people to take more loans, but majorly everyone was covered. So they identified no income, no asset, Nina group of people and gave them loan, secured loan. So whatever home they are buying, that would be the security and basis that they are giving them loan. Now because they are Nina, like no income, no asset, so they were not able to service the EMI on timely manner and therefore they defaulted on loans and then banks thought of realizing their loans. So they thought of selling the security, that was their home. Now many such homes were on sale but there were no buyers. So this real estate bubble busted and then banks ran out of money. Then there was a panic situation created, people started taking out money, globally investors started taking out money to banks to safeguard themselves, started laying off their employees and the whole thing happened. But finally after a year or so, 2 years, everything recovered. Banks are doing good, the stock market is doing fabulous, right? Now coming to current situation, what happened? SVB Bank is a bank which is known for giving loans to startups. Now how does this startups work? They have a good idea, basis which they get the funding. Now basis that funding, they run their business. Their business models are really not profitable at this point of time. So they give a very attractive offers to people. So they need money all the time, right? So now this SVB Bank provides them money. SVB Bank needed money and therefore it liquidated its some bonds in which was not in profit. This they posted in their books of accounts which was circulated by media and then there was a negative sentiment that SVB is out of money and therefore bank run happened, people started taking out money and then same thing happened for other banks wherein Fed had clearly announced that there is no such situation that your money is going to back. Whatever money you want, you can just take it out. We are there. But this is a kind of panic situation. It is much different than what was in 2008. That was much severe. But still at that time we recovered. So at this point of time also, after a while we would recover, right? Coming on to the next case, Adani Hindenburg case. Now Adani Hindenburg case, I made a detailed video also. There is essence to Hindenburg report. It's not that everything is fake. Now coming on both the scenarios, Adani actually would collapse. So in that case also, stock markets would recover well. We have seen many such collapses. Big corporate houses collapsed. We saw Satyam and we saw many more. But stock market is doing good. Second, Hindenburg report would of no essence. Adani would recover back. So in that case also, stock market would do good. So what you have to do is basically you have to be mindful of the stocks you are investing in and what rates you are investing. But overall stock market, if you talk about, it's all safe, right? Now coming on to the third case. What was the third case we discussed? Budget and the results. So that is ongoing process that happens. It's like stock market, we are in a dynamic environment. It's not static. It always keeps on changing. The company's performance would keep on changing, bottom line would keep on changing, their corporate actions would keep on changing, management would keep on changing, management commentary would keep on changing, and that's the beauty of market, right? Coming on to the last, the global cues, the war, the inflation, the recession, and the COVID and all other factors, these are actually factored in. Fed rate hike, the employment data, unemployment data, everything has been already factored in. So if I summarize this in a nutshell, obviously for future, this is the good time. Why? Because as it's always said, when everyone is fearful, you should invest into market, but when everyone is greedy, you should be fearful. So right now, maximum people are fearful, almost everyone. So this is the time when you should invest, but you would do vice versa, right? You would be fearful, but no, don't do that. The right strategy would be, right now you have to identify the right sectors and right stocks and invest into them. But you have to be mindful, you have to apply BAH rule, buy, average, hold. You have to invest only the money which you don't need urgently, which you can park in for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and that you have to invest in parts with proper strategy. Coming on to the third part of the video, which are the sectors or the stocks which are right at this point of time. So this you yourself can analyze. If crude prices are low at bottom, so what is the good thing to invest? Crude is raw material to paint industry, is raw material to tire industry, to specialty chemical industry. So these stocks you can buy right now. Gold is at high. As I always say, it's a universal currency. You can invest into Titan, which would be benefited because of this. Similarly, if we talk about the global recession, because of which most brightest sector but is under correction right now, which is that sector, IT sector. So you can invest into that. So depending on the current situation, you have to analyze which is the right sector, right stock, what is the right time, and what is the right strategy. And right strategy is different for each individual. So I hope you would keep all these things in mind and would be benefited. If you like this video, please do like and share. Thank you so much.